Today we're here at the farmer's market making a fresh strawberry crumble with as many local ingredients as possible. Let's do this. I'm Dani Lebovitz, a registered dietitian, nutritionist, and fitness enthusiast who loves to eat. Welcome to Dani's Delicious Dish, where we get serious about food, fitness, and living better. Food brings people together, it nourishes our bodies, and influences how we learn, grow, and heal. We're going to take you from the classroom, to the gym, to the market, to the kitchen. For our fresh strawberry crumble today, we are using honey, strawberries, and whole wheat flour, all from local farmers. So the first thing we want to do is set our toaster oven to 325 degrees so that it gets hot while we're getting our ingredients prepared. The next thing we want to do is we want to coat our baking dish so that our filling does not stick to the sides. So I like to take my 1/4 cup of butter and then I just use it to line the edges here. And then what I do with the rest of my butter is I like to stick it in the toaster oven so it can melt and be one of our liquid ingredients. So this gives us an opportunity to melt it, so it makes it really easy to add in. All right, now we're gonna prepare our filling. So in here I have about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And to brighten the flavor, if you have lemon juice available, you can use about 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, but I don't have that with me today. The next thing I want to do is add about 2 teaspoons of honey. Now, you can add more or less depending on how sweet you want it to be and how sweet your berries are. My berries are pretty sweet today, but I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons. Next thing I'm going to do is add a pound of strawberries. I've already cleaned them and sliced them, so I'm going to add them to the mix here. And then we are going to blend that together really well. All right. Mix that together really well. We just want to make sure that we get it coated evenly all over those berries. All right, once your filling is ready, then we are ready to make the topping. So what we're going to use is a 1/2 cup of whole wheat flour, a 1/2 cup of oats, a 1/2 cup of pecan pieces, and then here I have about a teaspoon of baking powder that will help it rise a little bit, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to mix all those dry ingredients together really well. Once that's mixed together really well, I'm going to add our liquid ingredients. So the first liquid ingredient I'm going to add is our butter, and that has melted nicely, you can see, so that can be easily combined into our recipe here. And then the other thing I'm going to add is about 1/3 cup of honey. And this will coat our crumble really well. Okay. Mix that together really well. Again, it's that mixing that takes the longest in this whole recipe process, but we just want to make sure that it's coated really well and that it's kind of wet. All right. Once your crumble is well mixed, then we are going to put our filling in the bowl. And then we want to add our topping and coat that evenly. So you want it to have like a nice even layer on here, spread it out a little bit so that all of the crumble is covering that nice filling. And then we're just gonna pop it in the toaster oven for about 30 minutes. Now, if you are making this with crumble with brown sugar, you can put it at a higher baking temperature and you can cook it for a shorter period of time. But because we're using honey today, honey browns at a lower temperature. And so we have to cook it a little bit longer, about 30 minutes, and then the temperature is only 325 degrees. So if you come back in about 30 minutes, it'll be ready to taste. So check your crumble and see if it looks golden brown on top, if the filling is bubbly, and it looks to be a little crispy, it is ready. We've got a nice little brown on top, looks pretty crunchy. Let's taste it. This is going to be super hot. So good. Are you ready to try it?
Yeah!
Yeah, all right. Let's get some forks and make sure you blow on it because it's really hot, okay?